If most of us were asked to describe the American dream, we would definitely include a college education in that definition. The future potential of young people cannot be estimated. It can only be harnessed, and even then, only if or when the opportunity is available. In 1999, a nonprofit, privately funded organization was formed in the nation's capital with the goal of giving every single young person in the D.C. area an opportunity to go to college.
A group of business people in Washington, D.C. started DC CAP in the belief that college gave children in rough neighborhoods in D.C. the best chance to change their life.
The organization recognized that very few students in the District of Columbia were enrolling and graduating from college.
40 years ago, I was a police officer in Northeast Washington for a year and a half. I had a scout car and patrolled neighborhoods where there are two high schools, Eastern and Spingarn. And day after day, night after night, you saw just the grinding hardship of kids born into poverty.
Most of our parents have never been to college, and so the notion of going to college is really, really a far-out dream that many of our families don't believe can actually be realized. And so DC CAP, what we do is make them believe that it's possible, and then we help them achieve it.
DC CAP's philosophy and criteria are unique in more than one way, and those differences have resulted in undeniable success.
We started with a unique purpose, and that was to double the number of students in the District of Columbia who were able to enroll in college and triple the number of students from DC who were able to graduate. As a consequence, the first thing that we decided as an operating principle is that we had to help everyone. Most of the programs are selective on some level. They either, whether it's grade, point averages, test scores, teacher recommendation, but we decided that in order to really impact a city on a citywide level, we had to include everyone. The other very important principle about DC CAP is the involvement of parents.
I have 4 children, and 3 of them were able to take the advantage of DC CAP, which really helped them going through college.
Our investment in parents is a way to ensure that we break the cycle of poverty and lack of access to higher education. So now we have families where we have 2, 3, and even 4 students in the same family who are first generation are now in college, not because we invested in that one child, because we invested in the entire family.
With 4 kids and a home and a wife, believe me, it can be overwhelming at this point, especially when 3 are in school right now. So this has been like a blessing to me.
The program begins with 9th graders and continues to provide comprehensive support right up until college graduation.
We start with workshops with our freshman and sophomore kids where we talk about why you should go to college, the benefits of college, how do you pick a career, what classes you should be taking, registering for PSATs. As we progress through freshman, sophomore, and junior and senior year, it's more intense counseling and becomes much more individual.
The counselors are invaluable in providing information about how to pay for college, but also just in the first place in making some of these kids believe that they really can do it.
We're very proud. We've had a lot of help. We have great partners with our corporations, our foundations. The partners are principals, the teachers, the counselors that we work with, and most importantly, the families and the parents.
The Maryland, Virginia, and DC business communities and civic communities and foundation communities really came together to make DC CAP happen. They got us off to a tremendous start. Unfortunately for us, a lot of the businesses that were our founders aren't here any longer. We got a great start from businesses, and we're now going to have to turn to citizens.
Public support is a key factor in DC CAP's existence, but perhaps its most important goal is retention.
Once they get into college, then they become part of the DC CAP College Retention Program. And in that program, we stay with the students for 5 years to ensure that they not only got in, but they can get out. We have a hotline. We do pre-college programs when the summer before they become freshmen, we actually give them training on how you talk to a professor, what to do if you get in academic trouble, if you get into if you want to change roommates, if your boyfriend leaves you, everything that has to do with the reasons that kids leave college. And we also have college reps where we pay upperclassmen additional scholarship money to really watch over the freshmen and the sophomore that are coming on campuses.
I was given the opportunity to study abroad when I went to Delaware State University. I graduated cum laude of the class. I I studied abroad in South Africa, Namibia, Botswana.
It's so far beyond gratifying. It's you know, this is a life-changing program, and it's the kids who do the life-changing part.
My sister actually is 3 years older than I am, so she went to college, but my parents did not. We actually live with our grandparents, so that disconnection from our parents and living with our grandparents, we didn't really know a lot about college. So that's how DC CAP kind of played a major role, is that they really gave us a chance to know that college was a reality and it wasn't just a dream.
Congress recently estimated that more than 80% of the fastest growing job opportunities over the next decade will require a college education. Clearly, those with the least opportunity to graduate from college are at a greater disadvantage than ever. But there are some outstanding organizations doing everything they can to make sure that anyone who wants that education can receive it. A college education, it's part of the American dream. But for thousands of potential college students, it's an impossible dream. In 1999, the DC College Access Program set out to dramatically increase the number of Washington, D.C. public and charter high school students graduating from college. Today, thousands have enrolled and thousands have graduated. Working with parents and students through private, community, and corporate support, DC CAP helps provide access for every student to enroll and graduate, in spite of academic hardships, family income, or other traditional barriers to college education.
It was extremely satisfying when I graduated. I just, couldn't believe that 4 years went by so quickly, and without DC CAP, none of that would have been made possible.
DC CAP, changing lives by giving every child a chance at a college education. For more information, call 202-783-7933 or visit www.dccap.org.